I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather at 10.
Well, good evening and welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather at 10. I appreciate y'all staying up at this hour, especially for it being a work week night, especially going into our Monday morning. But appreciate y'all staying up with me here tonight at the Room to Room Weather Center, where I'm going to continue to give y'all the latest for y'all's weekend forecast, which is pretty much wrapped up, but showing what's to come in the next few days. And starting off, you can see Mississippi August is definitely in full form, not only with those dry conditions, this is kind of where we see those drought conditions in that time of the year, but also with temperatures as well, and giving you an updated look with those rain chances as well. Right here, you can see rain chances do take a hit. I'm providing those updated rain chances between the 6 and the 10 to show y'all what's changed latest in the model runs, and it's just continuing to look dry. But also, I know for those who watched the 6 o'clock, I was giving an update on the tropics, but National Hurricane Center kept updating the values in between, or like during the show. So I was refreshing the page right before we started to make sure y'all have the latest value and everything's looking good. So later on in the forecast, I'll be able to give you the latest on the tropics. So just got to get y'all to hang with me for the next few minutes. But looking out here in our camera and Macon, big thanks to the North Mississippi Storm Chasers for providing these cameras. You can see 80 degrees feels like 84. And compared to our sites we visited last night on the cameras, this is pretty much a lot better than what it has been. We would have feels like values in the 90s, and some were pushing upper 90s as well. So better feels like values for any Sunday evening plans you'll have before Monday. Same thing out here. Aberdeen, 79 degrees, feels like 82. Beautiful clear skies, mostly clear, if y'all can even spot a cloud out there. So perfect conditions outside right now for those ready to wrap up their weekend and get ready for the work week. Out here in Smithfield, 81 degrees, feels like 88. So of course, still a little bit more muggier out there, but definitely more bearable than those triple-digit heat indices we've seen all day. But current temperatures right now, you can definitely see where that rain-cooled air was, and you can see Starkville had a head start just because of that storm that rolled through earlier, providing those rain-cooled temperature effects. But pretty much low 80s for the entire viewing area. You can still see South Haven around 87 degrees, but finally cooling off as the sun is down and just ready to get this weekend over with how hot it is. Oh, I don't want you to turn off. There we go. Think we should be fine. Oh, look, and it updated too. So now it's Columbus down to 78, Tupelo 80. So finally getting into more bearable temperatures. And we can see that here with the heat indices as well. No triple digits, thank goodness. We've seen them enough already, but South Haven, still on the verge, 99 degrees, Cleveland 99. So still showing that we're still up there in those feels like values with all that mugginess still in our atmosphere. But looking at the next 12, we're going to continue with those dry, calm, muggy conditions. You can see as we continue to wrap up our evening, those mostly clear skies are going to continue. Temperature still around 80 degrees, but we're going to slowly but surely push our way into the mid 70s by the time we walk out of the door for our Monday morning commute, whether it's to school or work. But still should be pretty clear skies and picture perfect skies as well. So it'll be nice, but also temperatures will be racing back up into the upper 90s as well. So that's what's going to be going on tomorrow. But looking at the Mississippi Live weather radar, not much going on. Not much going on for Mississippi, but you can see Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Arkansas, Louisiana, just all of the Southeast, not much going on. You can see closest weather maker is a cold front, which let's see if it'll let me measure it on here. On my measuring tool from Tupelo. Oh yeah, so little around 550 miles away, so not much going on in our area. And we can see this with our Doppler radar, just showing nothing's going on. This isn't all precipitation. Again, this is clear air mode when the rays start getting pointed down a little bit, trying to find something, and it's just bouncing back from trees and roofs and bugs and everything out in the atmosphere, but not as high. So nothing going on. Definitely a lot more to analyze earlier today with that activity, but pretty much staying calm overnight. You can see the most action we'll have are some clouds around 1:30 in the morning, but even those don't stick around very long, pretty much dissipating, allowing for some clear night skies tonight as we head into Monday. And that trend's going to continue. Maybe some pop-up showers early in the morning around Tupelo, but that's pretty much it. Trying to push their way in the area. So for anyone there we go, Golden Triangle region. So maybe for those starting off your Monday school commute, might see some showers down there, but for the most part, we're going to continue to stay dry. And we can see that here, clouds starting to try to build back in, but of course, fighting an uphill battle with how dry the atmosphere has been lately. And we can see this on the next 24. I mean, no rain chances. I did start to knock them down just because of the latest model runs, and I feel like today's activity was a lot more than what we could expect tomorrow. I, of course, can't rule out those afternoon pop-up showers, but it won't be to the extent that we had today. You can see starting off around mid-70s by 6 a.m., clouds trying to make their way in the atmosphere, but it's pretty much just going to be bright and sunny, letting that sun beat down on us with those temperatures soaring into the upper 90s tomorrow. So it's just going to continue to be hot. It's going to continue to be muggy, and it's just going to continue to be August in Mississippi. But hope you stick around with me for the next 60 seconds where I'm going to continue to give you an updated look at those rain chances, when they can occur, and what the beginning of your work week looks like coming up in 1 minute.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Lawpon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Lawpon has proven himself trustworthy.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Well, welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather at 10. I'm meteorologist Caleb Edelblut here in the Room to Room Weather Center, and I was just reading the chat. I appreciate all of y'all saying hello and staying up with me at this hour, especially all those in the YouTube chat. I love the community y'all have built. I've been watching it the past few weeks, and all of y'all chatting, and the Weather Watcher community y'all have out there. So I appreciate y'all tuning in again here live at 10. But speaking of Weather Watcher pictures, we didn't really have that many submitted. I don't have a picture behind me right now, and Gabe needs his pictures tomorrow before his broadcast. So appreciate if you can send them into the Mississippi Live Weather app. Make sure to send in the location so we know where it was taken from and we know exactly what to talk about. But looking here in Caledonia, you can see 78 degrees, feels like 81. So still those picture perfect skies for most of our viewing area, allowing any last minute weekend plans to unfold for this Sunday evening. We can see the same thing out in Edinburgh. Not much going on, still 79 degrees, feels like 82. Not much wind either, but we really don't need that wind for any relief right now. Looking at our day planner, which I like to call the overnight planner, with it being this time of the night, you can see 11 o'clock, temperatures finally getting into the 80s, but remember, still depending on where you are, feels like temperatures will bump that up just a little bit, but we're going to slowly climb down, I guess, or lower into the mid 70s. You can see those clear, mostly clear skies are going to continue overnight, and we can track that out here with Futurecast, showing most of those clouds dissipate by the time we get into the early AM hours. And that's going to be the most action we have, and that's pretty much no action going on. You can see those clouds trying to build back in, but still mostly clear skies for those getting ready for their Monday morning commute. Maybe some more cloudy skies out in Lowndes County, but that'll be pretty much it. You see low temperatures already starting off around mid 70s before they're going to start quickly rising back up into those upper 90s. 73 in Starkville, Eupora, Bruce, Water Valley, 74 Grenada, then of course 75 Greenwood, 75 Belzona, and 76 Lucky Winter Greenville coming in at 76. But looking at our school day planner, you can see with the IMNPC providing us this, you can see drop off is around 75 degrees, lunch 92, but the last bell 97, just showing how those heat temperatures are just going to ramp up as we continue into our Monday, and just how dry and hot it continues to be with this warming trend. But on the bright side, beautiful calm conditions are going to pretty much continue for our Monday, so it should be great skies outside. We can track this out here on Futurecast, showing not much going on. That cloud cover really trying to build back in, but as you can see, nothing really thick, nothing to block the sun and provide us with some shade and relief. So still going to be mostly clear skies. You can see some rain showers trying to linger south or the southern portions of the Delta, but that's pretty much all that we're going to see tomorrow. So this is why I knocked down those rain chances. Not much is going on tomorrow. It's going to stay mostly dry. Don't even see many clouds either. So definitely going to want to keep that water bottle handy, keep a fan handy, stay in the AC, because I mean, this is what we're dealing with tomorrow. If you're not in the triple digits, you're getting close to the triple digits. Let's see if we can find the lowest. Yeah, Red Bay 94 for our lowest high temperature tomorrow. But other than that, I mean, 99 Starkville, Eupora, Houston, triple digits across the rest of our viewing area, 102 in Greenwood, Clarksdale, and Greenville. And our heat indices definitely covering those triple digits for us as well. 111 in Clarksdale. I mean, it's just not a fun sight to look at. I hate forecasting this stuff because I don't do well with the heat. I'd much rather it be cold. I know we're all waiting for the Burr months is what y'all have described in the chat several times. So definitely rooting for those, but pretty much triple digits across the entire viewing area. And that's because those advisories did get extended. I got the notification right before we went live. They did end up getting extended into your Tuesday as well. So still going to have to deal with that. But Futurecast, as we track into Tuesday, this is very different model run than we saw earlier today with those rain chances. It's kind of almost like they flipped. But Tuesday, 8 a.m., starting off with those clear skies, it's almost like a copy and paste for the last few days. And then we can start seeing that cloud cover build in, not providing much rain. So we still have those chances for the afternoon showers. I'd say we have a greater chance for Tuesday rather than Monday. Earlier it was flipped. Monday had a greater chance instead of Tuesday, but still we're going to remain mostly dry. Very few of us are going to see those afternoon showers, but they're still possible. And I'm holding on hope. This late model run has some showers coming into the viewing area, but that's more around 8 o'clock in the night and then pushing in. So Matt and Gabe will continue to give the latest on that as we start our work week. But the highs is something we will definitely be dealing with. You can see a lot darker on this graphic, just showing how hot it's going to continue to be with that warming trend, pretty much pushing 99 across the entire viewing area, 100 in Columbus, 99 Starkville, Houston, Eupora. I mean, just triple digits everywhere. And of course, those heat indices still triple digits. I'm tired of saying triple digits. I'm tired of forecasting triple digits. I know we're all tired of experiencing these triple digits, but yeah, it's just going to continue to be hot and muggy in August in Mississippi, but I know we're all used to that by now. But I wanted to show you all an updated look at the wet bulb globe temperature, especially since we're getting back into school and work. So for our kids doing practices and everything at school, this is very important to look at. You can see Monday, that extreme heat just encompassing the entire Delta and starting to push into the rest of our viewing area. This will expand into Tuesday as well, encompassing most of our viewing area. You can see more extreme than high risk, but then Wednesday is where we start seeing a little bit, I guess, better trend. It's still rough. It's still going to be hot, and you need to make sure to check on your loved ones and not be outside as much and continue hydrating, especially with those after school practices. But it will start to improve, especially once we get those rain chances coming into the work week. But that's more of a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that's what we have going on later in the work week. We can see that with our high temperatures graphic right here, showing that warming trend as we continue into the start of the work week. 99 Monday and Tuesday, dipping a little bit, 98 for Wednesday, but a bigger dip, 94, 92, 91, and 90 by the next time y'all see me next weekend. So hopefully I'll be talking about cooler temperatures then, and hopefully for some rain, because I hate giving y'all these dry, hot forecasts. But going back to the tropics, this is going to be the best update right here. Hopefully nothing's updated. You can see tropical satellite showing Hurricane Erin, no longer a Cat 5, but still a major hurricane nonetheless. And it's still keeping that northern track, just going to kind of, I don't even want to say scrape by the East Coast, but still kind of have implications on the East Coast with that rip current and wave heights. And fun fact to tell you about these models and everything with what I'm going to tell you in a few minutes, Erin, when the models originally came out, it had landfall out in like Houston, Texas, just showing how long-range models can get these completely wrong, and the further out it is, the less accurate it's going to be. And so there's a lot of people online and social media right now talking about the next disturbance following Erin. So I wanted to make sure to keep y'all updated here at Mississippi Live Weather. This is the disturbance. So we finally got it right. It upgraded to a medium chance. Now this is not going to form within the next 48 hours. At least we're not very confident with that out at the National Hurricane Center, but They did upgrade this to 40% chance of formation, not turning into a hurricane. I've had many people ask me that. It's just turning into a named storm, so a tropical storm. And I should have looked up the next name that we'd have after Aaron. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but 40% chance. And so a lot of people are looking at the models and they're fixating that this is just going to keep going horizontal, try and follow the same path as Aaron, but instead of taking that northern track, it's going to go into the Gulf and bake some more with those hot temperatures out there, and then eventually make landfall. Now, what I want to point out is when I came into work today and looked at long-range models, it originally had landfall out in, it was Mobile Bay. Yeah, Mobile Bay. And of course, we can't talk about that because it had Aaron making landfall in Texas, and it's not even hitting the East Coast. When I checked models again before the 10 o'clock, it had this disturbance making landfall in Georgia. So even within a few hours, just showing how often and drastic these landfall possibilities can be. So we want to make sure to continue monitoring it. Do not fall for all those social media fear mongerings. They just love getting the clicks and the views, and that's just what they look for. So we're going to continue monitoring this. This is still very far out. It's not even in this orange zone yet. It's still kind of halfway between the African coast and this zone, so still a long way out. We can track this out here. I wanted to put the Saharan dust. You can see where Aaron is and churning and just showing how strong it is, but if I step out of the way, you can kind of see where this other disturbance is trying to find a hole in the pocket. They want to avoid the dust. It'll dry it out. It'll cut off all its fuel. And you can see it's really trying to make or provide some fuel and avoid all this dust, but it's located here right about now and still pushing across the Atlantic. This is Friday, so even next weekend, not really close to the United States, but we will definitely have more of a feeling on where it's going and more of a confidence with it as well. So definitely something to monitor. I know Matt and Gabe will be tracking that out, of course, throughout the week, but still nowhere close to the United States and nowhere close to figuring out where it's going to make landfall. That's if it forms in the first place. But wanted to keep y'all updated on that here at Mississippi Live Weather. But back to North Mississippi, dry conditions. Monday and Tuesday, 99 degrees, not really a chance of rainfall. We could see those afternoon pop-up showers. I know all of us will be holding our fingers crossed, putting a spoon under the pillow. I know we're not wishing for snow right now, but kind of wish I was in the forecast with these heats. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, those rain chances will start to pick up, thankfully, because after 99, 98, we start seeing that drop off, 94, 92 by Friday. And then I have a 20% Saturday. So hopefully next time y'all see me, we're going to be talking about rain chances. I'm going to have my fingers crossed. I'm going to put some spoons under my pillow, and hopefully it'll be better by then. But I appreciate y'all tuning in to another weekend forecast. Matt and Gabe will be back tomorrow. And of course, here are the apps. We appreciate all the support. We cannot do this without y'all. Y'all are just as much a part of the team as I am, and y'all have welcomed me with open arms, and I appreciate that. But also our broadcast schedule will return to the 5, 6, and 10. Thanks to us being back in the weekdays. So Matt and Gabe will be back to track out everything, and I know they are very excited to be back and hang out with you guys. So I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's weekend and enjoy and have a great Monday ahead.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.